Welcome back to the Contractor's Compass YouTube channel. Today we're taking a look at my main mechanics toolbox. So yeah, let's get into it. It's a 48-inch US General box. I think I got it for like $400. It's a pretty decent box for the money. I've been happy with it overall. Yeah, on the top of the box, there's usually a pile of junk, but I actually cleaned it off recently. So currently we just have the Milwaukee M12 inflator and some Milwaukee chargers over on the right hand corner. So here's one of my favorite tools in the toolbox actually. Well, it's not in the toolbox, it's too big to fit in the toolbox. But this Milwaukee M12 compact inflator is absolutely amazing. It has a setting where you can just choose the pressure and then press the inflate button and it'll inflate to that pressure, and then when you're done you can just take it off. Don't have to check pressure, go back to the air hose, check pressure again. Makes it super streamlined and nice. So this is the top drawer of my toolbox. On the left side is all my metric sockets, and on the right side is all my standard sockets. I have a mix of different sockets here. The silver ones are gear wrench, there's some Tecton in here, some Harbor Freight sockets. I really like these gear wrench sockets. They're nice and they're pretty affordable, and I haven't broken any of them yet. One of my favorite things about this drawer though is these bases that the sockets are on. They're billet aluminum that's been anodized, and they have their different socket sizes labeled, which is super nice. And these are made by Westling Machine. They're a little bit pricey, but they'll also last you a lifetime. So those are pretty great. In the middle here, I have a Torx and a hex set. Here's my Torx set. So all the Torx, some E-Torx in here as well. And then here's the hex set in both metric and standard. Coming over to the left here, I have extractor sets. So these are this type of extractor with their matching drill bits. Then I have some turbo sockets to take off busted nuts. Finally, in the front of my drawer, I have some big old breaker bars, grabber tool, a magnet, and a light. Basically anything that's too long to fit in any of the other drawers. So this is my first wrench drawer. This wrench drawer is pretty boring. It just has a set of standard Pittsburgh wrenches and a set of metric Pittsburgh wrenches. They're cheap, but they get the job done. I think they were like $25 for each set. And then I have a second wrench drawer, which this wrench drawer has all my ratcheting wrenches. So I have a big old set of metric wrenches. And these ones are just one ratcheting end, one open end. The ratcheting end doesn't have a switch or anything. You just flip the wrench over to go back or forth. The problem with these is you can back a nut or bolt out and then not be able to get it all the way off and get stuck with these because you can't easily go the other way. I also have a metric set like this, which has the toggle to switch back and forth, swing forward and backwards. These are all gear wrench ratchets. Sorry, gear wrench wrenches. Finally, I have a few flare nut wrenches, just for brake lines and that sort of stuff. Plier drawer. I have a mix of gear wrench, Nipex, and a few other random brands of pliers in here. I really like the Knipex pliers. Many of the same ones I have in my mobile toolkit. Here's the Cobra pliers. This is one pair that I don't have in my other toolkit. This is the Raptor pliers, which they have smooth jaws and are designed to grab onto 6-sided nuts and bolts. These little guys are also great. These were cheap. They're like $5 a pair on Amazon. I just use these for flush cutting zip ties. You can get super close, which is nice, and not leave that sharp, horrible barb. These pliers are also cool. These are by Knipex again. So they have the end, as you can see there, that's cut out. And what these allow you to do is they allow you to grab a nut on the end, like that, which is super handy for getting into tight spaces, especially with like stripped little screws and stuff. You can grab onto them with these and get them out. These are also super nice. They're little mini bolt cutters, and I use these quite often. This is my next drawer. I have my torque wrench in the front. It's just a cheap Tecton click type torque wrench. Right there is the rivet nut tool that I own, which is super handy. It kind of puts in like a rivet that's threaded. I'll do a demonstration of that on a future video. I also have possibly the worst tap and die set ever created, the Pittsburgh tap and die set. I absolutely hate that tap and die set. Never have a good time using it, and I definitely need to upgrade it. I don't know why I keep it around, honestly. A few miscellaneous taps, and then also a rivet gun. This is my like trim drawer for all like trim related stuff. So I have a few like different trim tools for popping out those plastic clips. A few like cutoff pliers for I guess you'd call them like clamps for clamping off hoses and stuff. Trim removal tools, plastic welding kit. Pretty simple in that drawer. Here's my power tool drawer. So I have drill, driver, right angle die grinder, cordless ratchet, also a 3/8 stubby impact, 1/2-inch impact. I really love this die grinder by Milwaukee. It's super handy, and it's cordless, so you can bring it anywhere. Works really great. This 3/8 impact is also super handy. Packs quite the punch. Fits lots of places. Use this thing all the time. So here's my ratchets and extensions drawer. I have a bunch of these wobble extensions in all different lengths and sizes. A few different ratchets, mainly Harbor Freight ratchets. A few gear wrench ratchets in there. And then a few little universals, 1/4-inch hex adapters, and various adapters for all sorts of stuff. Next drawer down is my screwdriver drawer. So here's a set of Torx screwdrivers, flathead screwdrivers, and Phillips head screwdrivers. I also have both metric and standard Allen keys in there. This drawer is kind of just miscellaneous little things. So a bunch of the Harbor Freight hooks and picks, carburetor cleaning set, razor blades, another magnet tool, a center punch, thread cleaner, that sort of stuff. Next up, I have my electronics drawer, so multimeter, some pliers, wire cutters, crimpers, strippers, that sort of thing. Then I have my punch set, which I hate these as well. They're so soft. They're the Harbor Freight chisel and punch set, and they just don't hold up. Looking to replace these soon as well. There's the hammer and pry bar drawer. Thanks for following along with my toolbox tour. I think this is my favorite drawer overall, just the sockets, which is probably a popular opinion. I just like looking at them all lined up It's very satisfying to me. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about my toolbox, and if there's anything that you think I should add to my toolbox. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.